Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. This video is all about tracking and reporting for your Instagram influencer marketing, and it's probably one of the most important things to make sure that you have set up, because without being able to track or report, then obviously you're not going to be able to really know the effectiveness of your campaign. So how do you track influencers? Well, you're going to use a URL shortening service, okay? And that's something like bit.ly, Bitly, or Google has their own shortener, goo.gl. And basically what you're going to use is a combination of a URL shortening service, a UTM tracking tag, and Google Analytics. Okay, UTM tracking tags are just basically the variables that get placed to the end of each URL. And you're going to be able to go ahead and Google this site called UTM Builder. And it's going to actually allow you to kind of build these properly formatted URLs. Don't get overwhelmed by the idea of UTM tags. They're basically just these predetermined variables that get attached to the end of your URL. Okay. Now you want to make sure that you shorten the entire URL with the variable tracking codes added on before. Okay. You can't add these variable tracking codes to a shortened link, like for example Bitly or Google. You need to shorten everything at the beginning. Okay. But you're going to have one Bitly link per post, and that's going to allow you to actually go ahead and track what's working, right? If each influencer has their own Bitly link, then you're going to know without a doubt, right, what is working and what's not, right? You're going to literally be able to go inside of Bitly. They have their own analytics, even before Google Analytics, right? You can go right inside of Bitly and you could use their basic analytics, basically their stats, to go ahead and take a look at how many clicks you've received, when the clicks came, where they came from, stuff like that. So very, very solid information. You would use Google Analytics, take it a step further, because that you'd be able to track conversion data there as well, right? You'd actually be able to say, okay, influencer 1 generated 10 clicks and 1 sale. Influencer 2 generated 70 clicks and 10 sales, right? You'd be able to actually see that using Google Analytics. So it's a free service, Bitly. Google is also a free service. You don't really need to use any of their premium services. Just make sure that you're going to use the UTM tag, the UTM builder, which I'm showing you right now. This UTM builder, and they move it around a lot, so we have to just find the link. But this is the UTM builder right here, and you're literally just going to enter in the fields that you see here. Website URL, of course, you're going to put in your destination URL, and campaign source is the only required field, and you could literally just set that to be your influencer name. The campaign source could be your influencer name. Typically what I would do is set my campaign source to be Instagram, right? Because that's obviously the traffic source, and then the medium or the name is really what I would typically use to basically put in my influencer. Okay, so your campaign name in terms of your UTM tags could be your specific influencer. For example, Top Watch, if you're doing the watch niche, and then you see this little pre-formatted URL, right? You're going to copy and paste this entire thing into Bitly or into Google's link shortener. Okay, and you see I've highlighted the actual variable tags, and those are the things that get built by doing this UTM builder. Okay, so Top Watch is the campaign name here. I could just change it to anything. Influencer name here, right? You're going to replace that every single time, and that's going to be the main differentiation between your links. They're going to typically look the same way, except they're going to have different campaign names. So now you're going to copy that, and you're simply going to paste that into Bitly. Okay, if you've never used Bitly before, all you need to do is paste in a long link, and then they give you this shortened link. Okay, and again, you're putting the long link with the variables in there. Okay, so that's how it's going to spit out that little pre-formatted URL, and that's what you're going to provide. You're going to provide the shortened URL to your Instagram influencer, and that's what they're going to post. They're going to put that in their bio. They're going to put that on the post, and when people go ahead and click through or type that URL in, you're going to be able to track that directly down to the influencer. Very powerful, right? This is just like any type of paid advertising. You need to know what's working. You need to know where the clicks are coming from, and most importantly, you need to know what is effective and what's not. So this is how you do it. And the really cool thing also, you can customize your Bitly for branding, right? I think you saw very quickly it was like bit.ly and then random numbers. You could change it to bit.ly and then put something like, the influencer's name, right? That creates a bit of a branding, right? So now they're posting something with their name on it, bit.ly / Topwatch promo, or let's say the account name is Justin, bit.ly / Justin promo, right? That's something that is pretty unique. And another way that you could actually track is just to use unique promo codes. Let's say you're using Shopify, you can create discount codes, right? Well, this is super easy. It's a non-technical way to track. You're not going to get as much information, but you'll get that sales information, right? Give a unique promo code to each influencer, and the important thing is here, it's one per influencer, right? And then you're going to be able to go ahead and give that code out in their influencer post, and then anyone who uses that, you'd obviously be able to attribute that back to that influencer post. So this is the easier way to do it. This is the second way to do it. Obviously, not going to give you as much information as using these customized links, but using a promo code will allow you to track conversions for anyone that uses that promo code. So you could say, okay, and here's another cool branding idea, right? Use the influencer's name as the promo code, right? Let's say if I was being an influencer on my Justin Cena account, maybe my promo code would be Justin or Cena or Justin Cena or something like that. A great way to get that extra brand / influencer affiliation, right? By having these kind of customized Bitly links or by having these customized promo codes. But either way, the main takeaway here is that you need to be tracking, okay? Pick one of the two tracking ways. You don't really need to do both. You certainly could do a promo code and a Bitly link, but definitely make sure that you pick at least one of these tracking methods, because really without them, you're kind of just going to be shooting in the dark, okay? And that's something that we absolutely cannot do when we're doing anything that involves our money, right? We need to be tracking effectively. We need to be making sure that we're putting our money in the right place at the right time. And this is also going to effectively allow you to scale, because you're going to know what works. And of course, you're not going to want to scale without having a good control of your data. So go ahead and get to tracking and make sure that you have everything set up as I showed you in this video.